What's up, children of the sun? This is your spiritual advisor, Monterey Bible, and I will be doing a tarot reading on Donald Trump. Recently in the news, he's been reinstated to Twitter, and also he just recently was saying that he was going to run for president again in 2024. Is that right? 2024? So I just want to get a Celtic cross and just kind of see what can happen now that he's decided to run for president, and see how great his chances are of winning for the next election. Okay, so we're gonna say, Spirit guides, ancestors, spirit of all things, create protection around me, please, and give me insight into Donald J. Trump and what is going to happen with him now that he has declared that he is running for president. Another chance, another time. Okay. Oh, I feel a jumper here. We've got the Tower card, and it is crossed by the Five of Swords. Of course, it's a very big surprise. Like, I mean, if this ever was a card for Trump, I don't know. Anytime I do readings on him, they're always entertaining. I have to say that. The Five of Swords, this is reversed, but it crosses the Tower card. So it talks about, one, losing and coming back. So definitely an appropriate card. When it's right side up, Five of Swords is usually about winning at all costs. Don't matter who you lose. When it's reversed, you're the one who's lost. Okay, so we can get some clarity on that in the future, especially with this Tower card here. So we have the recent past, we have the Lovers reversed, and the coming future is the Queen of Swords. So the Lovers reversed does talk about separation. He's gone through this separation of not being a president. The Queen of Swords is a female energy that could be adversary. His hope here is, well, not his hope, but what he's conscious of. He wants this new beginning, the Fool card, wanting to start over fresh, and it is rooted in the Six of Cups, unable to let go of the past. There's definitely Donald Trump's energy is kind of flowing through here, where he's not letting go of things. He's not going to quit. He's already been on the losing end, and the Tower card is kind of clarifying that. This Queen of Swords, though, definitely is something I want to look more into. And before I pull any more cards, let's clarify this real quick. Kind of know what direction I'm going in here. I'm going to pull this next deck just as a clarifier. Whoop. Dropping my cards. So let's clarify the Queen of Swords and why she approaching him. Queen of Swords. The High Priestess. So, the Queen of Swords is a female energy that is coming, and the High Priestess talks about spirituality. What else can I clarify with? Is this an opponent? I mean, you would think Joe Biden would be his opponent. Clarify the High Priestess for me, please. Perception. It's how he's seeing things. So there's going to be definitely some clear communication here. He is a Gemini, so it could still be his energy. The High Priestess could just talk about spiritual energy. I don't know how spiritual this guy is, but it seems to be some kind of divine force at work here. And also receiving energy. So the Queen of Swords, if it's not a person, it's about receiving energy, receiving communication about a situation. Let's clarify the Lovers on the other side and the recent past. The Perception card is also a journey. The Lovers card clarified by the Tower card. He didn't expect the things to happen the way they did. He didn't expect to lose. It was definitely a surprise for him. And once again, it's a surprise for the world to have Donald Trump back on the world stage again. Let's clarify the Five of Swords. The King of Swords. Wow. Yeah, so a lot of swords energy, and because he's a Gemini, I'm really getting, and the King of Swords, it came out kind of reversed too. So when it's doing that, it's definitely Donald Trump's energy here of not fighting a losing battle, but also he's got that kind of idea of where he's always talking and saying something, and maybe in a negative way, a leader who says negative things. The Queen of Swords is more being receptive and bringing his energy. Well, it could be a female though, and someone who's more spiritual and changes the way things are. because the High Priestess is a very hidden energy. Also, this card could be just telling me that the future is kind of hidden, because anytime I get the High Priestess in a future position, she has a veil of mystery, and there's a lot of things that we're just not going to know until we know it. So there's that. And with the Queen of Swords there, it talks about receiving energy, or receiving how, or changing how we perceive things, because perception is clarifying, Queen of Swords. So because she's always getting in information, the message here is that something's going to come in that's going to change our perspective about how we see things. But it's maybe coming from a spiritual world, or a spiritual energy that might be changing, or by the time we get to 2023, 24, the world we may see the world differently, which is interesting. Let's pull some more cards on Donald Trump to see what's happening. Oh my. So at the bottom of the deck, of course, we have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is telling us basically that learning new information, always keeping the eye on the prize. I feel like there could be someone either doing that to Trump, because this is the energy, since it's on the bottom of the deck, this is energy that he's probably not aware of. So the Page of Swords says that someone is watching him, or people are watching him, or spying on him to get information. His energy is the Eight of Cups. This is moving on to something bigger and higher. So with the Eight of Cups here, it's talking about, I'm going to leave this behind and move up to bigger things. I don't know if he's going to drop out of the race and do something more. Maybe so. The energy around him is the Ace of Wands. We're saying there's going to be a new power. There's a new power around him that could be either helping him or against him. The fear here, or hopes here, is the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is taking a dream and making it reality. So I really sense that he has a dream and a hope to do things, but it seems he can't get out of his own way. The Eight of Swords. This is someone who has a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts, and is blinded by their own ideas. So not a great for the outcome. Is like Trump can't get out of his own way because of his language that he uses, maybe with people. He does have a lot of sword energy, being a Gemini as well. So let's clarify the Eight of Cups. What is he walking away from? It looks like he's the Eight of Pentacles, which is talks about changing your focus or changing your direction. Both of these are eights, so it's talking about change. So the Eight of Cups is changing what you're passionate about. Eight of Pentacles is talking about redirecting our focus towards something else. It sounds like he may decide he may want to do something else and drop out of the race. Can't say for sure. It's too far away to kind of get clarity. And I think that's why we have the High Priestess so far in the future. Is because this decision is so far away, there's so many factors that can play into now and then. So I'm making this video in 2022, so I may have to revisit it at the end of 2023 around election time. Or is the elections actually on 24? I can't remember. Anyways, at 2024. But because it's so far away, the future is not clear. And there's a high chance that by the time Trump gets to that area, he may change his mind about something or refocus his thoughts and desires on something else. And this is what I kind of sense with this Ace of Wands here, is that this is a new passion, a new desire. So he may decide he want to do something completely different. And that Eight of Swords there kind of bothers me too, because he's all in his head about stuff, feeling trapped. Clarify the Eight of Swords. The Empress. So this is the Queen. It could be that his wife may have something to do with it as well. Maybe she doesn't want him to run again. Maybe she's like, well, no, we went through all of this, and the last time, I would prefer my privacy. So she seems to be crossing that Eight of Swords, which could change a lot of different things. I don't know how much power she has over him to make things change. So things he doesn't know. The Page of Swords. There's someone definitely watching him, spying on him. This Six of Swords. This is about mental unrest. Mental unrest and a long journey, and that's going on in the mind. This is also coming back from a bad situation as well, so this could be the case. It could be, the Four of Wands tells me that I think his wife or his relationships are in a bad place. The Four of Wands can be a couple, but it's about feeling stable in a union, and this is disunion. So there could be some issues. What he may be unaware of is that, yeah, his wife, maybe his kid, a Baron, maybe they don't like this. Maybe they don't want him to run again. They could cause problems because we got the Nine of Cups reversed. Wish unfulfilled. This is a desire that somebody he's not aware of does not want for him. And then not just his opponents, but I think someone in his close circle. The Magician card is trying to manifest things, so I feel like there's another energy around him that is trying to manifest something a little different. And sometimes we don't realize that when we put our intentions out there and there's people close to us, they can intend on something counter that. So it says, always keep your wishes to yourself until they manifest and then show people what you did. Anyways, this is what I'm seeing. There's a high chance, because the future's so far out with this one, that he may change something or he may change his mind. In typical Gemini fashion, they do change their mind quite often. So there could be something else also in the way that may change his perspective or how he sees things, or maybe what he actually wants to do. But I do see a strong energy of refocusing and doing something else. So will Donald Trump actually run? We need to go to the cards. That'll be my final question. Is Donald Trump going to drop out of the race early? Or the other possibility is that the Republicans won't pick him. And that's a high possibility too. I could kind of see that. Is he going to drop out of the race early? Seven of Swords, the World card, and the Eight of Pentacles. Once again, we had that card talking about refocusing what you're doing, not putting in much effort as well. There's a high chance that Donald Trump probably will drop out of the race for president. There's a high chance here that something he's been waiting for, Seven of Pentacles, putting all his eggs in one basket. The World card says a new chapter. Something else starts up, and he decides to do that. Maybe he's not going to run on the Republican, because the Republicans have been saying that they may not use him. They might choose somebody else. In that case, we may see Donald Trump run on an independent ticket, which is him going to Eight of Cups, going a whole different direction, or trying to take his crowd and move it to some kind of private party. Who knows? But it's a highly likely that he'll probably drop out. Okay, that's my reading on Donald Trump. Please like this video if you've watched it this far, and subscribe, and leave me a comment on any questions that you would like me to look into, and make your reality happen, because if you don't do it, then who will?